Hey guys, I think this is live here, so hopefully it is. I'm out at my dad's house. My laptop decided to do funky things yesterday. Apparently, I'm also losing my voice now. Or weird voice stuff is going on at least. That always happens when I start recording. It's very irritating. But yeah, so I'm out at my dad's house while a friend of mine who works with computers is hopefully finding out what's for sure wrong with it. I've had a few people tell me what it should be, like from what I posted on my Facebook and stuff. It shouldn't be too hard of a fix, but my main problem is I've been so busy the last several months and stuff. Like, I actually lost the case, the bag, my laptop for a little while in my new apartment. So I didn't back up anything for files since like I'm not sure when, like maybe August. I think I backed up stuff before I moved, but I'm not sure if I've backed up any of my personal pictures, my Belagarth pictures, my any of my Dragon Ball stuff, whether it's screen caps, stuff I've made for videos, audio recordings, um, my scripts. So yeah, I'm really hoping he can get those for me because like I can re-edit pictures, I can retake screen caps, I can refind all those bazillions of pictures online. It's gonna take a lot of work, but I could find them. But to rewrite a script, that's not going to be easy. Like, I wrote that really cool Frieza one, and then my computer decided to restart overnight, and I hadn't resaved the stuff I had added, and I tried to retype it, and I'm like, I'm not saying it's bad, but it wasn't as good as the original, so it's like, oh man. Plus side, I just thought of a bunch of new stuff that I haven't typed yet, so that's kind of nice, but I typed some really good stuff. So hopefully my friend can get that stuff back for me. So, because I can't remember if he was able to get Word documents for me when my last time we worked on a computer of mine that computer was dead. This one hopefully can be repaired and hopefully for not a lot because I don't I really am not going to have any spare money until after KamehamehaCon because I need money for KamehamehaCon. I mean, I'm probably easily spending $200+ on gas to get there and back. I have a feeling because my car goes through gas more than I thought it was supposed to. I don't think the mileage is as good as it said. Either that or maybe wintertime it's gonna burn more than in the spring. Let's hope. But yeah. So like I really have no spare money right now. And I'm not going to for a very long time. Like I need more money than I have and have in savings and things. So if I have to blow that on getting my computer fixed, that's going to suck. But same time, dropping a couple $100 on getting a computer repaired versus more like $1,000 on a new one is good too. So but anyways, I'm really bored. I have no laptop. Um, I was not planning on any of this stuff happening, so I figured I had to do I recorded my year in review, but I never got around to making it. And I'm like, you know what? We're like now we're 17 days into the new year. So I'm like, I'm not even gonna do it. But it's like, you know what? I think I can do a little bit, and I can do a little Broly review for you guys too. For if you guys who don't follow me on Twitter and didn't catch that last night, and don't worry, I'm going to make this as spoiler free as possible. And then I'm going to do like a total spoiler video some point in time, hopefully eventually. Um, but yeah, for me, 2018 was, I just want to say, a crazy year. Like there was goods, there was bads, there was highs, there was lows. The last 4 months was definitely interesting. Because I had to deal with I dealt with a lot of junk. There was a lot of stuff. The last several months have been pretty rough. So I was like really excited for 2019 just because, and I still am excited. Like, don't get me wrong, I still am excited because although 2019's been off to kind of a rocky start for me, like I was sick most of last week. I was sick 5 out of the 7 days of last week. Um, my roommate has become even more disrespectful. She dropped on me while I was sick that her mom was coming to stay with us for several days, like hours before her mom showing up. So it's like I've been sick. I did not have time to clean the place. So the place looks worse than it normally did because I hadn't been cleaning anything because I had been sick and I'm still the only one who does any of that stuff. And that day I had to take care of car insurance stuff. So I had to drive it's about 40 minutes from my apartment to Freeport. But still took me, it's still a 40-minute drive each way. So I had to do that while I still wasn't feeling that well to get car insurance stuff taken care of. And yeah, it took over a month to get car insurance stuff taken care of. That's ridiculous. I got yanked around by one of the people at my car insurance place. Yeah, it's been an interesting start to the year. um, like now I have, even if my friend is able to get everything off my computer and I haven't lost like everything I'm still gonna have a lot of work to do because thanks to my roommate and her mom moving everything around in our apartment, I have to put all that stuff back. I don't know where any of my stuff is, so now I have even more work to do that. If my friend can't recover my stuff, I have to start completely over again with editing pictures from that wedding, as well as all my Dragon Ball stuff. I mean, pictures, everything. So it's gonna be interesting. I'm kind of thinking of restarting 2019 with the Chinese New Year because, like I said, it's been a really rocky start to the year. But at the same time, I'm still excited, I guess. Like originally at New Year, I was really excited, which I haven't been excited about a New Year happening in a really long time. Like I used to like because like the previous year had been so crappy, I would be really happy that that year was ending and looking forward to having a better year the next year. But like I've stopped having expectations. I've stopped really putting major plans and stuff on years because then if things don't turn out, like if the new year doesn't turn out like I was expecting when it ends, I'm like disappointed. So, like I still don't have a lot of expectations or I mean I have some plans for this year. Like I know I'm going to KamehamehaCon because I have to. I bought my ticket. I'm not wasting $200 or around that or however much I spent, but I spent a lot of money on that. I'm not wasting that. So like I'm going to KamehamehaCon. I'm planning on moving to Texas later on this year. Like I have general ideas of stuff, but like I'm not like this is gonna be the best year ever, but I'm seeing 2019 as like the year of endless possibilities. Like the sky is the limit, anything is possible because it kind of is. I mean, if you would have told me this time last year, if you would have told me on January 17th, 2018, that I would be hardcore back into anime, that I would be writing again, that I'd be writing Dragon Ball scripts, that I'd be planning on remaking, revamping, however you want to call it, bring back my old original series stuff, which I did just find some of it the other day. I have to refind that box, but I know it's at my apartment somewhere now. Um, but yeah, if you'd be telling me I'd have a Twitter account, I'd be talking to voice actors from like my favorite voice actors from several of my favorite animated series, that I'd be a YouTuber, that I'd be doing all this stuff, I'd be like, you're nuts. And I'd be planning on moving to Texas. I think you were nuts. And here we are, I'm like I said, I might be more set back now on the video thing than I was. That's kind of why I'm doing this and doing this as a live video so it gets done. But yeah, and writing again. Oh my God, getting back into I find it interesting because back like right before I got into anime hardcore, back when I was like 14, 15 years old, like my freshman year of high school was really rough. I hit like a major depression and I was kind of suicidal for a little while and like things just weren't good, whatever. Um like I've kind of had a rocky life. I mean, there's other people who've had harder stuff out there to deal with than I have, but like I'll start listing stuff to people and they're like, "Holy crap." And I'm like, "This isn't like what normal people deal with." Okay. Um but but yeah, so like my freshman year wasn't all that great. And then um actually my first anime technically was Sailor Moon back when I was a kid. I didn't know what anime was yet, and I will reply to you later, Father. Uh, and take that totally made lost train of thought. And then like years later, I saw like Keys Delivery Service in grade school when somebody brought it in for a movie day. But the summer between my freshman and sophomore year of high school, I babysat these like two little demonic children. But they like to watch Pokemon, and also I think Digimon was on too. I know they were really into Pokemon, but we watched Digimon. So I got into Digimon then. And I started getting into more anime shows because I know Digimon was on public stations. There was like Monthly Nights and Metabots and stuff like that too on Saturday mornings. Like Saturday morning Fox pretty much was anime. And then so I started I don't even know for sure how I got into this stuff on Toonami. I think it was just like, oh hey, this show's kind of cool. But yeah, I'm basically one of those kids that one day I decided I was gonna sit and watch Dragon Ball Z, and I freaking loved it. And 17, 18 years later, here we are. Um, so like I kind of always want to say like anime kind of saved my life because it really helped to bring me out of like I was already coming out of the depression, but like it gave me like new hope. It gave me new life. Like it gave me a new interest to that I liked and everything. And I started like I started my first anime-based series of my own original one because I write, like a few months later, and it basically changed my life. Like I've always been into animation, but like I love anime because it's not the it's like believable animation. Like if that makes sense. Like I mean, take Dragon Ball for example. We have blue people and green people, and the president of the world is a dog, and but we still have, you know, dogs who are dogs, and there's like things like Boo walking around and stuff like that, and people don't think it's that weird. And like everyday regular people can learn how to fly and shoot energy beams from their hands and do all this really cool stuff. And like it's not that weird. It's not that out there. It's not that far fetched. It's like normal, and it seems like completely possible. Because again, I mean, who of us hasn't tried to shoot a Kamehameha or Kamehameha, Kamehameha wave? You say Kamehameha. Who hasn't always tried to do that, and you know, different things like that? So who hasn't ever wanted to have a Digimon or Pokemon of their own? And um, actually, I've never really wanted to be a Sailor Scout, partially because I don't like their short skirts, but um, you know, I still love Ryoki from Tenchi Muyo too. I have a Ryoki stuffed animal, a very realistic one. I spent like $30 on that for my birthday last year, technically. They're always like $30 too. It's really weird because my very realistic Gigi doll that's somewhere in my apartment also was like $30. Um, but anyways, I digress. So let's reel it back in here. And of course, too, in 2018, I kind of partnered with Josh Martin with the Booze Candy review, which is gonna happen. Yay! So that's been cool. Like, yeah, I never thought I'd be friends with the guy who voices Majin Buu, and I am, and it's pretty cool. Um, but yeah, like I was saying, it's like anime really helped me out back then and got me into writing. And then we're getting close to about a year that I've gotten back into all of this and into Super and all of that just by commenting on a friend's post on Facebook, and that looks weird, the lock behind me. And having another friend comment a video, and that led me to watching other videos and led me getting into Super, and here we are. um yeah, if you would have told me that would have happened too, I probably would have been like, you're crazy. But yeah. Oh yeah. So like, you know, I've had a rough patch for for well, kind of a couple years. Like I got out of a abusive relationship towards the end. I'm 32 currently. I'll be 33 in a few months. Towards the end of my mid 20s, I guess. It's been like 3.5 years since everything completely ended. 4 years since it started ending. But like I was in an abusive relationship for a while. Like it was very toxic. It did become at least borderline is abusive, like mentally abusive and stuff like that. Um, got out of that, been rebuilding my life, been working on things. Like the last couple of my years haven't been terrible, but like getting back into writing, getting back into anime, it's like I'm reunited with an old friend. It's like part of me that I thought was dead is back, and it's with a fiery passion that burns of a lot of suns. Um, but it's great. It's awesome. And like I haven't felt, even with all the crap going on in the last couple months, all the hardships and all that stuff, I haven't felt so alive and so driven in such a long time. Like I said, I'm planning on moving to attempt to get into work at Funimation and work in anime, work in animation, and follow a dream that like I put on the back burner years ago. And I mean like yeah. I wanted to work for Funimation for a little while when I was in high school, and then I realized they were in Texas, and I'm like, I don't want to move to Texas. I don't want to leave my family and my friends. And now I'm like, peace out, guys. I mean, I'm gonna miss them horribly. I wish I could take everybody with me, but like, even with rewatching Broly last night, or watching Broly last night, not rewatching it, watching the movie. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure nobody comes home while I'm doing this, because that would be weird and awkward, and I would have to stand this video very quickly. So every time like a car drives by, I'm like, what's going on? But like seeing Broly last night, which I feel like this is gonna be a good transition into that. Like my heart's palpitating, like it's going crazy. Like I didn't leave the theater with the feeling that I had, you know, just had sex, like in that I can't remember if it was in an article or if he did actually tweet it or where it was from Chris Sabat, but like my heart was like there was something going on with my heart that like I either got a heart murmur or something last night. Cause I'm like I've never quite had that feeling before. But like I'm just like zoned into the screen, like watching all this amazing animation. I mean, this movie is beautiful, guys. It is like, Toei just blew it out of the water with the animation. Ooh, I spelled wrong. Hang on. Okay. But like I said, my heart's just like fluttering or palpitating or doing something weird that like it's never quite like it wasn't like concerning like oh dear God I'm having a heart attack or anything like that, but it's like there was something going on that I don't think has ever happened before, and I'm just sitting there watching this movie, absorbing it all, taking it all, and it's like I need to do this, like this is what I need to do, like I need to be a part of this, I need to be, and that's it basically. It's like this is what I have to do with my life, like this is what I need to do, this is what I have to do. Like I've loved animation my entire life. I've loved anime for dang near half of it at this point. Pretty much, I mean, if I would have watched more anime when I was younger, I would say for longer, but I mean, I loved Sailor Moon. I loved Kiki's Delivery Service. I've loved pretty much most of the animes I've seen, I've liked. So, like, I love the style. I love the art form. You know what? If becoming a voice actor, if that's how I have to become a Saiyan, I'm freaking doing it. I'm becoming a Saiyan. I will be a Saiyan. Feel like the eyes are making this a little crazy, but yeah, I say this way too much when I record stuff. But yes, I don't know why I say get back in. But yeah, like I'm sitting there in the theater and that's just all going through as I'm watching this. It's just like I have to do this. This is what I have to do with my life. So yeah, I'm definitely continuing more with the plans. And plus two of like the issue of my roommate moving all my stuff and not asking me, not telling me, just doing it. And like I don't know where anything of mine is. I'm missing food right now that my mom bought for me and I need it for work. And it's not cheap. So I'm like really ticked about that now too. And stuff with that. I love my socks. Look at my socks. Look like they have a weird little smiley face on them. It's a rainbow with two dots, but upside down it's like a smiley face. I hope that showed on the camera. I'm not sure how to. Can I flip this while I'm recording? Okay, there you go. See, it doesn't look like a smiley face. It's so cute. Okay, back on track now. So yes, Broly movie. Oh, that thing was amazing. I feel like I didn't finish part of my thoughts. Let's rewind to that really quick. So yeah, even now too, the roommate disrespect stuff, it's like we're not going to be roommates next year. Once the lease is up, I don't care if I'm living in a box. I don't want to live with her anymore because it's ridiculous. I think you should respect somebody unless they give you a reason not to respect them. I've checked with her about bottles of water to make sure I'm not taking a bottle of water that I think is hers. Whereas she has disrespected me many times. She's disrespected my stuff. It's just like, and she's 8 years younger than me too. So it's like, this is really ridiculous. And the fact that she like prides herself so much on being all churchy and religious and crap, and her mom does too. And the fact that, I mean, I think that's kind of bad too, was like, there was no respect in asking if she could stay with us, if asking me if her mom could stay with us, to mess with my stuff, anything. They just did it. And it's, like I said, they've created so much more work for me to have to do now. So it's just, yeah, no, I'm done with it. I'm sick of it. I'm done with it. I've talked about this stuff before and she hasn't listened. I'm done with it. I mean, she still can't freaking bathroom. She will close the bathroom door after she's using the bathroom all the time, except for in the morning, which leaks all the air out, all the warm air out. So then I freeze to death when I take a shower. And I have some nerve issue. It's never been like established what it is, but it's pretty obvious through like research. And I do have some health background from school that it's something to do with my nerves. So if I get cold to a certain point of cold, I hurt. I will be in pain. And that really sucks, especially when you're trying to shower. So yes, I like to try to stay warm. Like I run a little plug-in heater in my room a lot, especially now with it being like barely 20 degrees outside and temperature or heat index is below 20. So yeah, it's cold right now in Illinois. Hence the hoodie! I actually switched for once. I'm not in my old school hoodie. I'm in my Bella Garth Oktoberfest 2016 hoodie. So a slightly newer one. Not one from like 4 or 5 years ago from when my football team from my high school did awesome stuff. Okay, so yes. The plan is on to move to Texas when my lease is up, end of August into September. 'Cause September's kind of a busy time for me back home. So I'm kind of thinking, like, hopefully friends will be nice and let me couch surf for a few weeks. Or I'm gonna have a long commute from my dad or my mom's house, but I'm gonna go nuts staying at my mom's house for more than a few days at a time. I love them, but I can't stay there a whole lot. My stepdad's really weird. Like he believes in aliens, really weird and stuff like that. So, anyways, let's switch to Broly since this is now like a 20-minute long video. So yeah, if you guys didn't catch my live Twitter thing last night when I was driving home from the movie, just kind of a recap of that, and I might repost that too. Okay, without spoilers, and as I said before, the animation is beautiful. I mean, this truly might. I'm trying to think of a movie I've seen in theaters or anything that's been like I'm very glad and I do highly recommend seeing this in a theater because like I feel like watching this on a laptop you're not going to get that feeling. But like I saw Battle of the Gods in theater, I saw Resurrection F in the theater. Nothing compared to this for the animation. I mean this thing is I mean yeah, it is beautiful. Um the voice acting is fabulous. Everybody did a great job. I actually thought in the ending credits that Sonny's Straight's name popped up twice, but I was trying to see him like, wait, he's at the top of the screen and he's lower in the screen and what? But I missed the one. I just saw him as Bardock. So, which of course he did a great job as Bardock. I really did. I can't remember who does the voice for Gina. As far as I know, she's kind of newer. But I can't imagine her voice sounding any different than that. It was so perfect, so spot on. And we did hear too, of course, that there was going to be like in the first 20 or 40 minutes of the movie, like prepare to cry because it's really sad and heartbreaking and stuff. And yeah, there were moments that tugged at the heartstrings a little bit. I mean, I cried, and I try not to do a spoiler there, but for How to Tame Your Dragon 2, I mean, I hate this. I don't know how to say this about saying what happens. But this has been out for a few years. If you guys haven't seen this, you need to go see it. But something happens in that, and I'm sitting in the theater by like my best guy friend with his mom and his younger brother, and it's like, don't cry, don't cry. It's like, screw it. There's tears. It was sad. It was like the. But I mean, there's stuff with Broly, so it wasn't like that. But Broly, it did tug at the heartstrings a little bit. So I do think though it was quietly well executed. I do like the story. I do like the Saiyan background story. Yeah, I'm trying to get my pluses, and then I'm gonna do like the one negative that I have. But yeah, the voice acting is really really good. Let's see what else. The animation, the music. The music is really cool too. I like the music, and we actually have some. Of course, we know Blizzard's in the movie somewhere, but there's music throughout the movie, and some of it actually has lyrics to it. There's words, and I like the fact that of course. Oh shoot, I'm down to 15% battery already. So of course, we know it was originally made in Japan. The movie's made in Japan, originally recorded in Japan. It's Japanese. But like the lyrics for the song, like one of them, pretty much all they ever say is Gogeta. But it works, because it's in English. It's Gogeta, because that's probably exactly how they say it in Japan, as far as I know. So, it works. It fits. It's universal music, which is really cool. And it's fitting, and it's good music, and I love it, and yay. We do get Headshell a little bit in there, because I was wondering, I met some new people and sat with them for the movie, because everybody I wanted to go with ended up bailing. But the one guy was talking about, like, yeah, it was Resurrection F or Battle of the Gods. Like, the theater, there was people sitting, like, on the floor and on the steps and stuff. And he's like, yeah, and, like, we're singing songs. We're holding hands and singing songs. Like, we're all like, cha-la, head-cha-la. So it's like, I was like, is anybody going to do this for this movie? So I don't know if that guy was lying or not, but that didn't happen for this one. But, no, there was talking, like, the movie starts, and it's, like, dead quiet. Like, this is the first time ever I've heard a radio thing going on for like an usher person, but I could hear it. Like it was that quiet in the theater besides hearing what was going on the screen and that stupid radio. But yes, we're gonna do an yes instead of So yes, that was all really good. Everybody did a great job voice acting. I actually expected a little bit more screaming from Broly than what we got, which was a little weird. But yeah, Sean freaking, oh my gosh, Sean killed it with the voice act. Oh my gosh. Not that like everybody didn't do a great job, but wow, Sean just blew me out of the water with his. I mean, some of the stuff that Goku goes through is just like, wow. And of course, Chris Ayres as Frieza, knowing everything that's going on with his health, very impressive. I got to give props to him too, because that was also very impressive. So let's see. So yes, it's gorgeous. It's great. My one, since I am getting low, and I'm not really sure what else I want to say about the movie, and I'm getting low on battery here. My one kind of, I don't even want to quite say it a negative because I don't really, I don't know. But we know, whatever. Toriyama originally wrote a 3-hour long script. Well, they cut it down to, I mean, they didn't animate a 3-hour long movie, but he wrote a 3-hour long script. When they made the movie, they cut it down to it's like an hour and 40 minutes. So they cut it basically about in half. So my one kind of complaint, if I have to call it that, is that there are parts of the movie that feel rushed. It just feels like there's stuff missing. It feels like there should be stuff added to it. There should be a bit more. It feels a bit rushed. So that's really my only issue I have with the movie is that, and I'm like trying to figure out if I want to say really or very. I'm really hoping, I'm very, very much hoping that it does come back as part of Super, and they do, because I mean, if this is supposed to be canon, if Broly and Gogeta are now canon, hopefully it's going to happen like what they did with Battle of the Gods and Resurrection F, where they put it into the series. I kind of hope they stay as true to the movie, or more true to the movie than Battle of the Gods did, because I like Battle of the Gods a little bit better than that stuff taking place in the series. So I like that they acknowledge that Vegeta surpassed Goku in power. I'm sorry, but I love that. And they don't do it in the series, and it kind of stinks. Actually, one of my other complaints in the movie is that they didn't have, like, it's in the trailer. The line is in the trailer, and it's not in the movie. And it's like, what the, like, did they, yeah, I don't get that. Why would you do that? Why did they do that? But like I'm sitting there, I'm like, he's gonna say it, and he didn't say it. It was like, oh, I just lost my necklace. So, but yes, it is fantastic. It is amazing. It is awesome. I'm gonna go see it again because there's like, the fight scenes are so amazing. They're so awesome. They're greatly animated. Again, like I said, this animation is like, oh my gosh, this is so awesome, so amazing. I'm like, wait, when did this happen? So, I do want to go see it again just to catch everything. In the theaters, because it is amazing. I'm probably gonna go out and buy it. Like, hopefully it'll be out on DVD by my birthday, so I can maybe put that on a birthday list or buy it. Because I'm gonna be very broke after or for my birthday. Kamea ends like 2 days before my birthday, so I'm going broke this year. Not on car insurance, just on stuff. But I'm taking my first vacation ever. It should be epic. But so yes, I don't know what else to say about Broly. It's very good. It's awesome. Go see it. Totally worth it. I feel bad because like my Broly discussion's like 8 minutes of this video. But yeah, it is fabulous. I don't know what I can say to not give away spoilers. I will add that one of the people that I made friends with and then watched the movie with, he was mad about Gogeta. He didn't know, like he said he kept himself in the dark about everything with this movie. He pretty much went in blind, not knowing what to expect, and he was handed the Gogeta card. It's like, how did you not know that it was? I mean, you think the Dragon Ball double feature with Fusion Reborn would have been a giveaway of who we were going to see. So, and there was definitely some stuff in the movie I wasn't expecting. I was wrong about some of my theories, and some of them kind of sucked because I kind of thought it would have been a little bit cooler. But I think some of the stuff that I thought we were going to see that we didn't see, I think we're going to see it down the road eventually. I was also kind of expecting maybe a little bit at the end after the credits. Like, I don't know, just maybe a little something with the voice actors. We didn't get that, but we don't have to get that. I mean, that's stuff they can put on a DVD. That's reasons for us to buy the DVD besides to own this epic movie. So I do feel like it's very good, very awesome. I don't think it was overhyped. There's a lot of movies that I've gone and seen and been like, wow, they overhyped the crap out of this movie. This one's no. This one lives up to the hype, guys. It's awesome. It's really cool. You should totally go and see it. My theater alone, again, I live in Rockford, Illinois. There's two theaters around. One had, I think, two showings, only like 7 and 7:30. That was the farther away theater. The one that's by me had a 7 o'clock, and I think 8 was the first one that popped up. And then they added a 9:30. And the 7 o'clock sold out actually twice. It sold out once, and then somebody must have canceled tickets or something because it was, limited seating, and then it was sold out again. Then on Tuesday, they added a 2 o'clock showing and a 5 o'clock showing. I'm like, I could have went to 2. I could have had people go with me at 2, but I traded shifts at work so I could go at night because that was the only time that was originally listed. So I tried the 8 o'clock showing last night. I show up at the theater at like 6:45, 7 o'clock. 30 minutes earlier, they had, I swear she said there's only 52 seats in the theater, but I feel like that's a little too small. I feel like there's more than that. But she said there was like a good amount of seats left, but not a lot. Like I thought she said there was 50 seats left when I called and checked. And then like 30 minutes later when I get to the theater, because, I had to finish buying my stuff at work really quick. And then I had to get my colored pencil so I could do Sienna's belt. Her fighting garb looks awesome, guys. Go check it out on Twitter. But yes. So I had to do that, and then I had to go and grab some food really quick, and then I had to get to the theater. So it took me like 30-ish minutes or so after I got off the phone to get to the theater. 20, 30 minutes. And they were pretty much, she said, yeah, it's pretty much down to front row, like switch between people's seating. She's like, but we just added an 8:20 show. And I'm like, I'll wait an hour and 20 minutes for this movie. It was funny too, because the theater that they ended up adding that showing to had 2 people in it for the movie before. Apparently there's a movie called The Mule, and I'm guessing it's not that great or it's been out for a while because there were 2 people in that theater. Then it went up to 3. Then it went to 5. Then it went to 6. There was 6 showings at that theater alone yesterday. It is the 9:30 showings right next door, and they're only like, there's still like an hour of the movie left. We're like, should we go in and watch it? It's like, but we didn't. We were good people. We kept our money. Or yeah, we didn't rip off the theater. But yes, Broly is freaking awesome. I'm totally planning on going and seeing it again. Actually, kind of as soon as I possibly can. I'm making somebody go with me this time because I did get to nerd out with my new friends a little bit, but I want to nerd out some more. And there's some stuff that, again, I want to rewatch because I'm like, wait a minute, if this and this and, I'm like the Vegeta trying to calculate stuff image. So yes, there's a few things that I've missed, and like I don't want to wait a really long time to figure out for sure if I did miss them or not. And like I said too, there was one point where it's like, wait, when did they go from this level to this level? Like their hair changed colors. When did this happen? But it's so good. It's awesome. And I feel like too, that's a sign of great animation when everything it's like a great action scene, great animation when everything is done that well. And you it's like, wait, this happened. When did this happen? But it was so like, I don't know how to describe things besides, like the heavens opened and it was epic. So yes, great movie. Go see it. Amazing. It's wonderful. It's awesome. Buy it for me for my birthday. Oh, and other awesome news. I am so excited as well. Because like I said, again, just not, my computer issues and all that stuff. It hasn't been the best couple little weeks. Like the first week in January was pretty okay. And then after that, things just went my sound effects are great, aren't they? This is why I should be a voice actor. I'm this weird person who does all this stuff. But yes, they announced this morning that we have Josh Martin and Kara Edwards are going to be at Comic-Con! They were 2 that I was really hoping that would get added to the list. Actually, I was kind of 50-50 with Josh because I'm going to meet him anyways for doing the Boost candy review because I don't know if I'm going to be able to bring in the candy to the convention. And now I'm down to 5% battery, so I got to end this really quick. But so I'll have to discuss with Josh how we're doing that. But he's going to be at the Comic-Con, and I get to meet my other Kara. Woo! I get to meet Goten, guys. I get to meet Goten. I think I'm the biggest Goten fan out there because I don't think I know anybody else that likes him as much as I do. But I really like Goten. We need a Goten pop, Funko Pop. I think there's one of him and Trunks, doing the fusion. But yeah, it's really good. In the movie too, there's serious stuff. There is some heartwarming, heartstring tugging stuff. There's comedy. I can't say that because I kind of feel like that could possibly be a spoiler. So, but yeah, it's really good. Like I said, my only kind of issue with it is you can tell there's parts of it. It's like, okay, they cut script. They cut from Toriyama's original script in some places. Like I can kind of, if I am handed Toriyama's original script in English so I can read it, I could probably be like, yep, they cut there, they cut there, they cut there, because it's just there's parts of it that feels rushed. There's parts of it that just it feels like there's stuff missing. So hopefully they will eventually do the movie in the Dragon Ball Super show timeline, and maybe we'll get to see everything because I really want to see everything. But again, the animation is amazing. The voice acting is great. Everybody did a wonderful job. Again, major props to Sean Schemmel of all his screaming and all of that. That was amazing. Chris Sabat again voiced and did like 18 million things for this movie between voicing multiple characters and everything else that he does. The man is like an animation audio god. And Chris Ayers, just again avoiding his health and everything. Great job as Frieza, man. Great job. The voice of Gine, like I said, Gine, how do you say it? Just spot on. Exactly what I mentioned. I didn't really like, nothing against the voice actors. I just feel like Vegeta and Raditz as kids should have sounded differently. Like, how does Vegeta go sounding like that as a kid to how he sounds as an adult? That's just weird to me. But I also I'm not a dude. I don't know how well voice changing and puberty stuff works. So that could be part of it too. I don't know. But yes, awesome movie. Great, amazing. Music's kick-ass. Voice acting's kick-ass. Fighting is kick-ass. Animation, like, kicks all the ass. It's great. It's wonderful. It's amazing. Go see it. If you guys watch all this video, thank you, because it's, as usual, it's a lot longer than I planned. I need a script, but I'd probably not follow it anyway, so it's one of the days I am like Sean Schemmel, and we can just talk forever if you let us. So, anyways, thanks for watching this. Take care, guys. You want to see my cats? They're sleeping. There's one. She's sleeping. There's over there. Anyway, so yeah, thanks for watching. Take care, and as always, guys, peace. How do I stop this? Shoot.